Hi guys, how are you doing? It has been a long time since I've been on YouTube. I feel like a huge catch up is long overdue, and I've had so many of you message me on Instagram asking where the vlogs have gone. Honestly, I've just been so caught up with life. I feel like so much has happened in the last 6 months, and in all honesty, I just kind of put YouTube to the side for a bit to concentrate on other things going on. But I'm back. 2025 is the year for my YouTube. But I thought we could do a New Year's get ready with me whilst I tell you everything that's been going on. I hope you guys have your snacks because I have mine. I actually ordered a coffee. Some things never change, and that is the fact I will always have a coffee in my videos. This one, acai berry, so good. But happy new year. I can't believe it's 2025. I'm actually kind of terrified about how quick time is going. It's stressing me out. First things first, let's start to get ready. I'm going to be using like my go-to, maybe favorite products of 2024. Oh my goodness. The acai berry iced coffee is so underrated. It's the best coffee ever. It beats any like big chain. And then I got a little acai bowl because acai bowls are like my latest obsession. Look at her. She is beautiful. I'm trying to think of when the last time I filmed a YouTube video was. I feel like maybe last summer, I don't know. I did so many trips at the end of last year. Honestly, they were amazing. I did Italy twice. I did Dubai, Miami. It was honestly a crazy time. I definitely burnt myself out though and did too much in a short span of time, but it was so worth it. I had honestly the time of my life with the best people and it was incredible. Miami is somewhere that I'd wanted to go to for the longest time, and it beat every expectation I had. I thought it was going to be, you know, maybe overrated, but it was honestly exactly like it is in the movies. It was such a dream. And then I did Dubai with my mum, which was probably the biggest achievement of my career so far, I'd say. It was the trip of a lifetime, and I spoke about it so much on my Instagram. It was honestly insane. Let me just tell you this, the start of this year is going to be incredibly exciting, and you guys will find out very soon. I'm not allowed to say anything, but keep an eye out. And then I went to Marrakesh. It was also an amazing trip, you know, bucket lists ticked. But I did end up getting extremely sick on the trip, and I'm still recovering, still. For context, I have extreme emetophobia to the point where I will do anything that I can in my power to avoid any circumstance where there is sick around me, I'm sick, anything like that. I'm gone. So yeah, me and my friends were just living our lives by the swimming pool, and all of a sudden one of them was like, you know what, I don't feel very well, I'm gonna go have a nap. And I was like, oh my gosh, of course, like I hope you feel better for dinner. This was on our last day of the trip, so it was the dinner that we were like really excited for. You know, the brand had obviously put crazy budget into this trip, so we were all so excited, you know, getting dressed up, all of this, all of that. And I went up to check on one of my friends, and she had said she'd thrown up, and immediately my head was like, I have a little nap with her, make sure she's okay, and then she becomes very ill very quickly, and also so does someone else. And basically on this trip we all just got hit with the worst food poisoning, and it eventually hit me that night in the middle of the night, which was awful. But at the same time, I'm like super proud of myself for getting through it, because if you have emetophobia, you know how debilitating the anxiety is and the overthinking, and your whole body goes into like fight or flight mode and you're just absolutely terrified. And never in my life did I think I would get through something like that and come out of it feeling okay. And I look back at it and I'm like, sometimes, even though it sucks, the best way to get over like a fear is exposure therapy. And don't get me wrong, I am still running miles if someone throws up near me. But it's just that peace knowing that you did that, you got through it, and it was alright. Anyway, we flew home the night I got sick, so we flew home the day after. So the flight was, you know, we were all so tired, just sleeping. We looked all like hungover, it was crazy. And then I got home and my friend stayed with me for a few days, and I was just feeling like garbage, like so bad. I just felt like my whole body was just giving up on me, genuinely. It was my sister's wedding a few days after I became ill, so I was like, you know what, I can do anything, I'm gonna go to the wedding. And went to the wedding, and for like a week around the wedding I was like, I'm fine, I feel so much better. And then I don't know what happened, like all my symptoms came back. I think about 2 weeks ago before Christmas I was like, this isn't okay. It's been like 5 weeks, I don't know what's going on, I still feel really poorly. And turns out, I know I had parasites, which was absolutely traumatizing. Not fun at all, I would not recommend. And obviously with emetophobia, feeling nauseous, anxiety. So it's not been the best time. But on a more exciting note, my apartment is currently absolutely trashed. It's such a mess. I've made the back as aesthetic as it can be, but trust me, around me is chaos because I am moving. Honestly, I've loved this apartment with my whole heart, but I'm just in need of more space, desperately. So I am staying in this area because I'm absolutely content with where I live. I love it so much, and I have friends here too. So I'm staying in my area, and I'm just moving to a 2-bed, and it also has a bath. I can't wait to have a bath again. So I will be vlogging the whole thing, the move, the packing, everything, decorating. It's going to be a little series. So I cannot wait for you guys to see. It is currently Friday today, and I get the keys on Monday. So I'm very excited for a fresh start. But I hope all of you guys are okay and you had a gorgeous few months. I went to the south of France in summer. I don't know if I vlogged this. Okay, so I went to the south of France with my best friend Amira, and it was probably one of my favourite trips I've ever been on, because me and Amira met at... Wait, this is actually a really cute story. I'm going to tell you about Amira. So me and Amira met at an event. She is also an influencer, and at first we didn't really talk to each other. Like, we had mutual friends, but we kind of didn't really say anything. You know, it was kind of funny looking back at it. And then because we had so many mutual friends, naturally we kind of just got a lot closer. And we went to a Fenty event together, and it was like a sit down, really cute, intimate lunch. And Amira was sat like 2 spaces next to me. And I just remember I was talking with a few of my friends, she was talking with her friends, and then the subject of going on holiday came up. And at this time I had a solo trip booked to the south of France. It's my favourite place in the world. Amira was like, oh yeah, I really, really want to go on holiday. And I was like, I'm going to the south of France on a solo trip, come with me. A holiday makes or breaks a friendship, and at this point we had no idea like how each other would act on a holiday. So it was a real gamble. But it was the best holiday in the world, and Amira is now pretty much my sister. I'm obsessed with her. You know, when it's just pure girlhood. And I just remember us at the beach, like eating our food and then staying up late. Oh, it was so much fun. I would do anything to relive that trip again. It was, yeah, so much fun. I just used the Chanel bronzer. This is actually a new makeup product in my bag. I am obsessed with it. And then I'm using the Huda Beauty Cotton Candy blush filter. This is so cute. The colour of it is perfect. But yeah, I feel like a reason I took a step back as well is because when I was filming lots of content, I was feeling not lost with my life, but I hadn't really met my people. I'd moved to London. I was feeling a little bit like overwhelmed with what to do with myself. And it wasn't until I met Amira and some of my other friends who actually live in this building that I kind of was so happy with my life, and a lot of my spare time was filled hanging out with them. And it really, really boosted my mental health and made me feel so much happier with my life. And it's been such a long time since I've had friends that are so good to me, but meeting people who really look out for you and have got your best interest at heart is such a beautiful thing. But I look back at myself at the start of 2024 and I just want to tell her, good people will come into your life this year. People walk in and out, but the people who are meant to stay will. And yeah, I'm just so grateful for the friends I met at the end of last year. I'm using some Huda Beauty Easy Bake. This is genuinely the only powder I ever use. I love it so much. I'm so excited for you guys to see my new apartment. I I'm so grateful that I am able to move somewhere like I'm moving to. It feels like such a dream. But I'm gonna add some Pinterest pictures of what the inspo is. I'm obsessed with Fernanda Ramirez's apartment. She is like my full inspiration with how I want mine to look. And I'm gonna have an extra room where I'm gonna film all my content and store makeup, clothes. It's gonna be so cute, like a little girly wonderland, honestly. This is my favorite palette I own. This is the Hourglass Ambient Unlocked Leopard palette, but it's so beautiful, and I find that this palette out of all of the Hourglass ones is suitable for porcelain skin. Go in with the bronzer and the blush together and just kind of like swirl them onto my face. Oh my gosh, another thing I really want to talk to you guys about. This is such a niche topic, but if anyone gets it, then I'll love you forever. I am obsessed, like I cannot tell you how obsessed I am. It's taking over my life. I'm obsessed with The Walking Dead. I've watched 7 seasons in 3 months, 2 months, something like that. It's ridiculous. It has taken over my whole life. I've stopped reading because of it, which is such an issue. But you know when you just get so consumed into a show and you almost think you're in it? That's me. Like I go to my local shopping centre and I picture myself in a zombie apocalypse and I'm like, right, where am I going? My whole mindset is The Walking Dead. But yeah, if you know, you know. It is the best show. I'm going to use this blush and then I kind of mix it with this one so that it's like super shimmery and pretty. If you've watched The Walking Dead, please let me know your favourite characters because I could talk about it forever. I'm then going to go in with the e.l.f. setting spray. This has been my favourite setting spray for a really long time now. I think it's so good and my makeup actually stays on. Let's talk about some New Year's resolutions because I really love, you know, sorting my life out, getting my resolutions in place as soon as it hits January. So let's talk about it. Obviously, like I said, a big one for me is posting on YouTube as much as I can. I really enjoy it. And then I think another one is really getting my fitness back on track because I'm not sure what happened, but I started this year. I keep saying this year, it's 2025. I started 2024 and I was like, this is my year of fitness. I was going to Pilates all the time. I was going on runs. I was doing so much and I have not been to the gym properly in months. Like genuinely. I couldn't think of anything worse, so we have to fix that. I've tried being a member of Third Space twice now, and I just seem to go a few times and then never go again because with Third Space, everyone always looks incredible. Everyone is in their best physique, and I find it so hard to go and not feel extremely self-conscious or extremely anxious. So I've decided to scrap that. It was so much money, like ridiculous. You should not be paying that much to go to a gym. I wholeheartedly think that. But it is a luxury, and I was like, maybe it'll make me feel motivated. It didn't. I would go and I would sit by the pool, and then I was like, why am I spending so much money to sit by a pool? New Year's resolution, the apartment building I'm moving to has a gym, so I'm going to try and go every morning. We'll see how long that lasts, and try and get back into my Pilates. Another New Year's resolution, I think, is to reduce my screen time because, oh my goodness, TikTok is eating up my screen time. Now I'm just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and sometimes I even go off the app, like swipe up on it and click on it again, and I'm like, my brain is gone. Like I don't know what's going on. So that's a New Year's resolution. Of course, going in with my benefit cookie, I will use this forever and ever. But yes, screen time is a big one for me. I really, really want to get back on track with my reading to try and deter myself away from screens. I think I also want to get into new hobbies in 2025, you know, like pottery painting or going to language classes or writing classes or something like that. I feel like would do me the world of good, especially because I work from home. I find that I often keep myself very cooped up in my own apartment for a long time. And then ins and outs, I think outs is negative self-talk because I do that way too much. It's so unhealthy. This is the year for self-love and self-improvement for me because I let myself get very hurt this year by a boy. Are you kidding me? And my self-worth was plummeting. I had no self-confidence. I was like, oh my goodness, this is not okay. But this is the year for self-love, realizing that we do not need that validation. And yeah, I'm just gonna work on myself, improve myself, and that's the vibes. Let me know if you guys have any resolutions as well. I would love to know. Using my favorite Hourglass mascara, honestly. Same with the Benefit highlight. These two products will never leave my everyday bag. Okay, I have another update that's kind of funny. I am obsessed with Fortnite, the game, and a part of the reason why I'm so excited to move is because I can finally have a TV with a gaming setup, and I really want to start streaming. So if you're interested in like gaming, random bits and bobs like that, I would love to start streaming. I'm gonna use this lip liner from Kylie Cosmetics in shade 305 Harmony. At the beginning of 2024, I was so anti lip product. I would literally use a lip oil and that would be me done. But now I cannot live without lip liner. And my favourite lip gloss right now is the Gisou Watermelon Sugar one. I mean, look at her. She's absolutely beautiful. Okay, this is my little makeup look. I am actually meeting some friends this evening, so yes. I hope you guys enjoyed talking to me, ranting and updating you on my life. I promise to be more consistent this year, and yeah, I have lots of exciting things planned for YouTube, so keep an eye out. Let me know in the comments, as always, if there's any content you want me to do or film. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video, and I promise it won't be 6 months away.